This is a PSA to all my triggered crybabies out there. Now, before I get started on this conversation, I just wanted to be known that I am not referring to all men or all women. Okay? So enjoy the message, take what you can from it, and shut the fuck up.
Are you
Thank you.
ready?
Okay, so today's conversation, I'm going to talk about Will and Jada situation. Since, they talking about it publicly, so I believe that invites us to talk about it as well. So I want to say my piece on it. First of all, I do not appreciate how y'all been portraying my girl. I do not appreciate that. And as bad as I want to get on y'all and I want to treat the freak out of y'all, I'm not going to do that. So I'm going to just try to kind of explain what I think she may be going through based off of my experiences. See, what we not going to do is try to paint this woman to be this big bad villain. Like, we know exactly what's going on in the inside of their relationship. For all we know is Will probably done took her through some shit over the years that she's been silent for so many years about, and now she finally wants to talk about it. For the past few years, everybody been painting her as the bad guy, and to me, she's just protecting herself because she never had a chance. That's why Will ain't saying nothing, because Will knows what she had to endure in their relationship. And being a woman hurt in a relationship, I'm sure I'm speaking for plenty of women when I say this, it helps to talk about that shit. It helps to put it out in the open, and the fact they're being vulnerable enough to let that shit out in the open, they're helping other people as well. So we not finna paint her to be the bad picture, and we don't know what the fuck Will done because we all know they had this open ass relationship. We all know that. So yeah, y'all can get the fuck off her pussy. I think Will has an understanding, and he hasn't, like, when it comes to Jada, he has this emotional intelligence. So he's, to me, Will is just allowing Jada to let out every version of herself that has been suppressed for years. Because you got to understand, sometimes being in a long-term relationship, it's normal for the woman to be under a man's spotlight, be behind a man. We literally conform to the man's narrative. And so when we do that, we're putting a lot of what we want on the back burner. Like, we're putting our goals on the back burner and a lot of shit that we wanted just to please this man, to be wifey material. So sometimes when we do that, that can cause resentment over the years, because now it's like, I've been having your back for years. When we gonna focus on something that I like? At one point, I wanted to do this housewife shit, but I want to do my own thing. I want to do something that make the time pass where there's no fucking time. When am I gonna have that type of time? When are you gonna help me focus on something that I like? So sometimes that can cause resentment. And I feel like there's this obligation put on women to where a lot of men expect us to live our life with the sole purpose of making them look good. And then some of them got the nerve to expect you to live in that state forever. So a lot of times we feel like we can't even be ourselves because being ourselves may make him look bad. Like, I do not want that responsibility. I do not want the responsibility of controlling how the world views you. And a lot of men put that pressure on their woman. That is a lot of pressure put on a person to, their every move determines how the world looks at you. That makes no sense. That's slavery to me. And I have no issue with showing the world how much I love you and bragging on you, but that's not going to be my main goal. That's not going to be my sole purpose. Bitches, you going to pay me for that? God damn it. And some of us women even get to the point to where we be so in our head out of fear of making our man look bad. We be in our head like, damn, should I go this way or should I go that way? If I go this way, I'm going to be passing that man, and my man may think I'm being fast, but if I go that way, he's going to question me, why did I go that way? Because that way is the long way. We literally be in our head like that sometimes. And I'm not speaking for all women, but I know I'm speaking to plenty of you. And for those of you who resonate with this message, drop a black heart in the comment section, please. Like, all I see is a bunch of men. There's a lot of men in this world who seek the validation from other men. That's their main goal, is to look like a man for other men. Other men be waiting for another man's opinion. That is why all you men expect Will to care about y'all's opinion about what's going on in his life. Will don't give a fuck about none of us. But it seems like motherfuckers care too much about how he's getting treated. So let these motherfuckers live their life. Let them live their life. I want to be one to say that Will is not a simp. I see a lot of men calling Will a simp, or they say he looks like a simp, which is understandable according to how people follow society. See, that is the problem. Men are the problem. When it comes to shit like this, men, you are the problem, because it's only men calling him a simp. I don't believe Will looks like a simp. Will, it looks like a man who loves his wife so much that he is just allowing her to express her true feelings. See, he's allowing her to express feelings that she's had suppressed for so many years, and he understands that. I'm gonna show y'all a clip in a second, and it'll help y'all understand a little more about what they might be going through right now. I would kill to have a man who would allow me to express my full self, each layer of me. You know, there is so many different versions of women. It's ridiculous. It's so many versions of us, and for him to allow her to be every version. And another thing, it's a known fact that they promised that they would never get a divorce, no matter what. So they're gonna go through everything together. They've been divorced, not on paper, since 2016, and to me, that's like he said before, he couldn't make her happy. He allowed her to go be happy, because sometimes when we get into relationships at a young age, and we be in these relationships for years, there's a point in time where we realize we ain't get to live that outgoing single life. I feel like people should experience that life. You know what I'm saying? So I felt like Will allowed her to do that. That's why they had this open marriage. And I feel like Will is okay with taking the flack of, the public. He's okay with that, because he's just allowing her to be her. And I guarantee you, when he comes out and have his words, I guarantee you, he is going to treat every person that talks shit about his wife. I don't care. That man is still on her side. He is happy for her, and the fact that, they can make money. Why not make money? Will is definitely okay with it. I just think it's men. Y'all are so worried about other men's opinions. That is why all you men expect Will to care about y'all's opinion about what's going on in his life. Y'all think being masculine is overpowering a woman, or being a man is being over a woman. It makes no sense to me. But like I said, they are going through something that's going to bring them closer. That is what I see. But here is this clip that I was talking about. Take a look at it and tell me what you think.
That's what everybody thought.
But Jada's an actress, but she had 2 babies, and she had to be home to raise her babies while I got to do everything I wanted to do. Mm-hmm. She was sacrificing herself to fit my picture.
Right. Yeah.
But my life wasn't really disrupted in the least, right? And I think that was if there were an individual most poisonous aspect of our relationship in the past, is I felt that money and winning made a good relationship.
Yeah.
We're succeeding in the world. That means our relationship is good.
And I would say to him, I would go, Will, throw away everything that's happening in the outside world. Your career, everything. And it's just me and you on an island. Damn. What do we have?
And I was like, we have the island. We own the island.
You know what I mean?
And it was like, I so didn't comprehend it.
Okay, after watching that clip, to me, I see a man who understands what his wife is going through. And to me, I see a man who's just allowing her to express herself. He does not care at what the public say about him. I don't believe no woman is calling Will a simp for that. Will is not a simp. To be honest, Will is strong because he's willing to take all the negative shit from the public. To me, he's strong as hell for that. Will is truly showing unconditional love. Like, that is truly unconditional love. The fact that y'all can grow apart, do y'all thing, but y'all gonna be life partners. Y'all are life partners. So, like I said, based off what I see, Jada is just starting to realize who she is. Jada is finally coming into her real self, and she's expressing it as authentically as she can. She is finally becoming aware of who she is, and I feel like Will understands that. And a woman who starts to become aware of who she is, that is a powerful woman. So he's just allowing her to unfold. He's not trying to control her, try to push her in a way that he thinks she should go. He's just letting her let it out. Letting her let it out because he understands. He definitely understands, and I truly believe that. I hope y'all understand, from a woman's perspective, but, get off her heels. She ain't embarrassing that man. That man he's allowing this. He's allowing this. And they making money.